The royal mystery wages on. So just yesterday, on Thursday, the Prince and Princess of Wales took to their Instagram account to wish the princess. William and Kate shared a photo of Princess Charlotte to celebrate her 9th birthday on Thursday. And unusually enough, Charlotte is wearing the same outfit that she was wearing in the Mother's Day photoshopping fiasco photo. And it's also very similar to the outfit she wore when she and Kate and the other children went to some sort of a food drive last year. It's getting very weird, you guys. Why do Will and Kate keep on recycling photos or outfits from that controversial Mother's Day photo that turned them from a reliable source into an untrustworthy source across news agencies around the world? For example, when they shared the photo of Prince Louis to celebrate his birthday, if you look closely, he's wearing the same shirt that he wore under the sweater in that Mother's Day photo. It's all very weird. And it's not just you or I thinking that. CNN is calling this out as well, which we will get to later on in this video. But first, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for royal news, celebrity news, reality TV recaps. You've got it. And if you love watching reality TV, make sure to sign up for Philo. I've got an affiliate link to get you a free 7-day trial, or you can get a full-blown membership. They've got over 70 channels where you can watch OWN, you can watch MTV, Lifetime, TLC, you name it. So let's get into this story, shall we? So if you take a look at these photos of Kate and the children at the toy bank, mind you, this engagement took place in November of 2023. So you're seeing these children, you see Charlotte wearing that frilly red collar top, and you're seeing her wear the same jeans skirt that she is wearing in the happy birthday post, which when Kate posted the Mother's Day photo. So the jean skirt is what she wore in November of 2023 when she went to the toy drive. And then in the Mother's Day photo, you saw that her was one of the things photoshopped. Maybe they photoshopped like a plaid skirt over the jean skirt that she was initially wearing. I don't know, but the entire thing is weird. And then in that Mother's Day photo, she was also wearing the frilly top that you see her wear in the food bank photo, in addition to the cardigan that you saw her wear in her birthday photo that was just posted on Instagram. So why are they consistently all of a sudden reusing the same clothes that these people were spotted in pretty much the last time we actually saw them? That is very, very strange.
Fundamentally mysterious.
And it's not just Princess Charlotte. Prince Louis was also wearing the same shirt that he was wearing under his sweater in the catastrophic Frankenstein Mother's Day photo that they put out the other month. So again, what is going on here? Why is this happening all of a sudden? Yes, normal people like you or I wear the same clothes multiple times, but for royals, that is something a little bit more exceptional. And for it to be happening so frequently here all of a sudden, where these people have not actually been publicly seen since last year, it's looking a little suspicious.
That's suspicious.
Now, when we get into these photos, it's hard to tell if they photoshopped like the way Mother's Day photo was. And that's because Will and Kate decided that they no longer want to pass these photos through photo agencies or media outlets, because they know that doing that leads to them being authenticated. So basically they're saying from now on, we're only releasing images through our Instagram account because we don't want for you guys to be able to get the full resolution version of them to be able to catch the photoshopping that we do. And that is rather alarming. I feel like it's quite interesting that that was not a bigger story than it currently is. Although CNN does mention it in their article about this Instagram picture that they just shared of Charlotte. Personally, from what I can see, I do think that there is some photoshopping going on in the interior vest of her cardigan on the arm where she has it raised. It looks a little bit blurred there. And then on that side of the skirt with the pocket and everything as well, that looks a little bit blurred as well. But again, this is not a full resolution photo, so it's not going to be as easy to spot the editing tricks that they get up to typically. And that is something that they did strategically, which I do think is rather alarming for what is supposed to be a trusted and honest source. And then when we get into the picture that they shared to honor Prince Louis's birthday, it's rather interesting that he is lying down, because that would mean that the photographer who took the photo also was on their stomach in order to get this image perfectly level of him. And Kate Middleton, she recently announced that she went through abdominal surgery. So I do think that that is a rather interesting choice. And he's also barefoot and seemingly in shorts, which is interesting because the weather has been rather grim and cold. We have not really experienced a true spring yet. Like we've had like 2 weekends where it's been like rather warm and whatnot, but nothing since. And when they released this picture of Prince Louis, they said that it was recently taken by Kate Middleton, which I don't understand because the photo was posted a week ago and they said it was recently taken. And recently the weather's been rather cold. We're still wearing jackets out here. So him being barefoot and in shorts in this weather is rather odd, to be honest with you. But I digress. I do wonder why they can't just get new photos of these kids. It's not obligatory for Kate Middleton to be the one to photograph them. Obviously, she's going through some things right now, so they can always go to professional photographers for these images. So it's rather interesting that that's not something they're doing. Instead, they keep on repurposing and recycling old pictures and trying to pass them off as new ones, which I think to be very, very strange. Now, let's get into CNN and the way that they called out the shady nature of this entire ordeal, shall we? In their article about the recently released image of Princess Charlotte, they said, and I quote, "This is the second instance where we've seen a shift in the release of the photograph from the Waleses. Previously, Kensington Palace would send the portrait out to media outlets under embargo so that the press could prepare for its release. After the furor over Kate's recent Mother's Day photo, which was found to have been digitally altered, the palace's release process has adjusted. The new photo has not been verified by CNN, which is a very major thing to say. They're saying, listen, these people are untrustworthy. They put this picture up on Instagram, and because they are such big public-facing figures, we have to talk about it, but just know this is not a verified photo. We don't know if they're being honest in it because they weren't honest in the past. And in lieu of making up for that by being super transparent, super honest, and super open, they're hiding out on Instagram and posting pictures there where we cannot authenticate them. So take a look at this picture of this child, but just know it very well could be altered just like the Mother's Day photo was altered." That's wild, you guys. It really, really is. Yikes. Not only did they say that, they also say, and by the way, this photo is not only unverified, the presence of this child is unverified. Nobody has seen this child publicly since last year. So let's get into the part where they say that, shall we? Kensington Palace appears to be reclaiming some of the control and narrative by only posting to social accounts on the day, aware that any lack of honesty or sense of inauthenticity will spark all sorts of conspiracy theories like it did last time. It's been a difficult start to 2024 for Britain's royal family. Kate has been away from her public duties since Christmas and is currently undergoing treatment for cancer. Princess Charlotte was last seen in public during the British royal family's traditional Christmas Day walk to church on the Sandringham estate in Norfolk. The 9-year-old was also seen earlier in December alongside her parents and siblings at her Mother annual carol concert at Westminster Abbey in London. So there you go. They say this photo has not been verified and the child has not actually been seen since December. So do whatever you want with that information, but that is some very pertinent, powerful information that they're dropping here. Keep in mind that these news outlets, they know that something is up, okay? But unfortunately, because they don't want to lose access to these people, they have to creep around it. They're not like people like, you or I who have no connection to these people and can speak openly about this stuff not making any kind of sense, about this stuff being super suspicious. They have to drop the hints in there and let you come to your own conclusion about that. And so they did a wonderful job of just planting those seeds of doubt and those seeds of inconsistencies for people to take a look at and go, you know what, you're right. What the heck, right? Like, this isn't a verified photo. These people, they've already proven to be untrustworthy. And why are they doubling down on being shady by bypassing the proper correct channels and running to social media instead? Are they hiding something? By the way, this child hasn't actually been seen since December and we're in May now. Like, guys, like, this is not good. It's not good. And then I did want to read another article to you guys if you've got the time. So I was on the Daily Beast and they published a story about how Kate's friend is speaking out about how she and William are doing right now. And so I was going to make a separate video about this. I was like, oh my God, this is great. Like, it's like a sign of life. Her friend is saying that, they're here and they're not doing great, which is something that you would expect with all they've got going on, not only with Kate, but with King Charles as well. But when I read it further, I went, wait a minute. This is creating more questions and answers. Yet again, everything released keeps on creating more questions and answers for me. William and Kate are close friends with a children's clothing designer named Maya Arrieta, and she went on the record to talk about how she thinks these people are doing. So when I first saw this headline, I was like, oh my God, someone is giving a first-hand account of how they're doing. Like, it's not well, apparently, but like at least it's a first-hand account, because up until now, I've been wondering, has anyone had any kinds of contact with them? So this friend is named Maya Arrieta, and she is a children's clothing designer that is said to be very close with both William and Kate. So let's get into what was said, shall we, and why it only raises more questions than answers. Quote, another close relationship has developed between William and Kate and one of their favorite designers. Relations are so close between the Waleses and Amaya Arrieta, the children's wear designer behind eponymous label Amaya, that it's worth taking seriously Arrieta's remarks in the Daily Telegraph about how she thinks the royals are doing. So there you go. This is a close friend, so close that we should be taking her word for how things are going. Yet she doesn't know how things are going. This is how she thinks things are going, which means she's not really in contact with these people right now, which again, why wouldn't she be in contact? Your friends are sick. Not only is your friend Kate sick, but William's father, Charles, is sick as well. So like, why are you only thinking that these people aren't doing well? Like, as a friend, you would know, like, we know how our friends are doing, right? Like, because we speak to them, we ask questions, we're there for them. And I'm not saying she's a bad friend. I'm just saying something's odd about how this woman hasn't been able to get a firsthand knowledge of this. Why is she only thinking that things are going this way? And you know what it reminds me of? When Kate's comms team said that they hadn't, spoken to her. And that was really strange. Like, they didn't know that she was going through this surgery. They didn't know that she had this cancer. They said that they hadn't spoken to her. So why is it that no one has spoken to this woman? Someone get my tinfoil hat, because, I hate sounding like a conspiracy theorist and stuff like that, but oof. Anyway, let's continue on. The woman behind the classic-inspired look featuring long socks, smock dresses, and pleated skirts with scalloped collars, often worn by the Wales children at formal events, has opened up about her famous clients' health struggles. She says, and I quote, "I'm heartbroken at the moment. I think they are going through hell. I hope they'll be back. It's really personal." So you only think they're going through hell, and you hope they'll be back. Very ominous, if you ask me. By the way, this photo of them is just absolutely adorable. Kids have the cutest little like round cheeks. Oh my God. So stinking cute. So for the rest of it, they kind of just talk a little bit more about like clothes and what it's like dressing these children and everything like that. The article goes on to say that Arrieta's apparently unguarded remarks about the couple, which hint at the seriousness of Kate's condition, are unlikely to please the palace, as the Waleses have closely guarded their privacy in recent months, with few updates about the family. However, if there is one group of people who get a pass for occasional missteps, it's the wardrobe department. Angela Kelly was even given permission to write books about her relationship with the Queen. So Angela Kelly was like, super tight with the Queen. In fact, people would have to go through her to get to the Queen in the Queen's later years and everything like that. She was nicknamed AK-47 in Prince Harry's book. So, that woman was really close to the Queen. She had firsthand knowledge and she was controlling who had access to the Queen, right? Like, they were that close. But they're saying that this woman, Maya, is the same thing, but for Kate, yet she doesn't know how Kate's doing. She doesn't have a firsthand account. I'm starting to think this woman is still missing, y'all. This is not good. This is not good at all. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Maybe I'm off base here. Maybe I'm being too paranoid, but it's just so many things piling up here that I'm getting really, really nervous. Let me know what you think, okay, in the comment section. And don't forget, I do have a link in the description box of this video if you want to sign up for Philo, which is like Netflix for reality TV. They've got TLC, MTV, Lifetime, and over 70 other channels as well. So definitely make sure to give them a look. You can get a free 7-day trial via the link. And I will be looking forward to reading your comments and seeing what you make about this entire very strange situation. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.